All right, boys. Welcome to the Thursday stream, and an exciting stream it is today. If you guys didn't see the news already, big news hit today. Of course, I swear that People Can Fly must know I stream at 10 because they dropped the news report at 9:15. So there I was thinking, oh, maybe it's not coming out today. Trying to have a little breakfast, and then all of a sudden I see the news drop. So had to rush record the video, going over the news and providing my feedback. So yeah, this 10 a.m. start time is definitely cutting it close every single time, but at least makes it kind of exciting. So again, my video, it's actually going through processing right now, and it should be live at 10:15 a.m. But don't you worry, I'll go over the most important things here in chat, and you guys can check out the video in its entirety to help support the channel afterwards if you'd like. TLDR, it's all really, really good news, boys. All really, really good news. Except for the fact that it's not live right now. Which, if it was, spoiler alert, I think I would get my pants in about 5 minutes. Unfortunately, instead, I'm not even going to stress about them because they'll probably won't drop. But once these changes to legendary drops go live, getting those last rare set items that just won't seem to drop for you is going to be a piece of cake if you're running CT15s like we do. And I will discuss all of that as we go. The queue is open, boys, FYI. So feel free to join in. As I get everything set up here. And hopefully everybody's having a good morning or evening depending on where you live. And yes, I got some waters because we are running for 4 hours today again. Even though, you know, now seeing these legendary drop changes, I'm like, man, what I wouldn't do for these to be live today. And let me say hi to all my homies here. What's up, Jaeger? What's up, Avers, Venus, Terex, Bender, all Digita, Night Owl, Zerberus, all, and Comeback Darky. Look at all the early bird crews. Gotta love it. So, before we start running, and as we wait for more people to kind of arrive, come back. I will join just a bit after for the carry. Okay, sounds good. Come back, Darky. So, I'll probably repeat this again when we get a little further in. But for all you early birds, let's talk really quick about the news update. Legendary farming will never be the same after what I'm assuming is going to be the Tuesday patch. First of all, they are increasing drop rates by 100%. What does that mean, boys? That means, from what I understand, it's going to be the innate drop rates, and I'm hoping it also means these bonuses. That means there should be technically a 50% chance of you getting a legendary loot ×4 if you clear a CT15 carry. Now, they better mean that and not just those innate 0.01% drop chances. So this would mean statistically that we should be getting on average 2 legendary loots, and we should be getting 4 legendary drops about as often as we used to get, 1 or 2. But that's not even the gist of it, boys. The best part of it is the new system that they're calling the anti-duplication system. Hey, what's up, bad side? And what this means is if you have a legendary piece of loot in your inventory or in your stash, and let's say a legendary item drops and it is that item, it's going to re-roll it. So if you have your full cannonball set in your bank, keep it there. Don't delete it, because if it rolls it, it will re-roll it again. Now, as I mentioned in the video, theoretically, it could double roll and you would still get that horrible loot or the duplicate. So I know somebody's going to make a video out there as soon as it happens. Oh, it's broken. It's not working. Wah, wah, wah. I still got the duplicate item. It will happen sometimes, but it's going to be really, really rare. So the PSA that I'm putting out there right now, I believe I'm the first one out there to put it out, is do not delete any duplicates unless you want to get that item again. So for example, if you have a legendary weapon that you want to get a better roll on, delete it and put it on. But if, let's say, you're looking for the final legendary weapon or two, do not delete any of the other ones you have, because your likelihood of getting it is going to be much, much higher. Again, with certain things like weapons, it's still not guaranteed, because remember, it's only re-rolled once. But as long as you have one of every legendary out there, as many as you can in your inventory or stash box, you will at least have one save roll most of the time. So really what it's going to mean is between the 100% increase in drop rates plus that system, the likelihood of us needed to farm the same, for a piece of loot for 60 hours, or like my case has been nice and famous with these darn Edge of Insanity pants not dropping after 40 plus hours of farming. That should happen way less often. They're also, I don't know if it's implementing or buffing, but they're either implementing or buffing basically a bad luck system. Other looter shooters have this, meaning, let's say if you don't have a legendary drop after like 30 minutes of play or an hour of play, it has an internal clock where it starts increasing your chance of dropping the legendary. So after a certain amount of time, you're guaranteed to get a legendary drop. It's just going to happen. So you're never waiting too long. Again, I don't know if that was already implemented. If it is, it's on a really shitty timer. But this should help out a lot. Also, for all those of you that got kind of screwed over with the appreciation package, they're redoing it. And if you already got a legendary, you're going to get another one. So it's going to, again, I guess they're working on recalculating. The idea is they want to make sure people get legendaries they don't currently have. Now, again, what I recommend to maximize the chance that you get something that you don't have yet, do not delete anything you do not have a duplicate of. So kind of like I have in my stash, let me kind of show you. This is how my inventory looks like in my stash. I literally have one of every legendary in the game. Quite literally right now. And some of them I accidentally have duplicates of. Well, not accidentally, but it's like I'm not going to delete a 90 something, or not yet. And you want to kind of do the same thing for your armor sets. So like, for example, as you can see, I have one of every set in the game, and sometimes two, for the Trickster. And this is my way of maximizing the chance that, let's say, it rolls a legendary set leg. If it's any one of these, it's going to re-roll it again. Now, could it again roll one of these again? Yes. Could it roll a weapon? Yes. It could still do all those things. But at least, as long as I have one of these in inventory, if it rolls that, it's less likely to roll it again. If I were to delete all of these, they could all drop again that first time. So hopefully that makes sense to everybody. And again, if you're watching this and saying, Leeroy, you hacksaw, how do you have all these legendaries? Trust me, as all of you know that have played with me since the beginning, I play this game a lot. More than I should, that's for sure. So those are the things you want to keep in mind. Don't delete any legendaries that you don't have duplicates of for now. this patch and with some additional bugs and changes should, I'm gonna estimate, come out next Tuesday. I don't think they want to roll this out next Thursday in case there's issues, because then they're gonna have to have people working over the weekend, which is not fun for them. So predicting this Tuesday. I personally recommend definitely come and run with me tonight, but you guys may want to take a kind of nice relaxing weekend off from crazy farming maybe. Next week we're gonna obviously also be playing some Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance, but I will also make sure we run some of this game on a Monday and Wednesday night as normal. And you know, if we don't get the pants today for my Trickster, I am pretty confident we're gonna probably get it rather early in next week's runs. Knock on wood. Of course, I just jinxed myself, right? So those are the main things. Let me make sure there's nothing else I wanted to cover on that. Oh, things that don't really influence us that much, but the scripted bosses in the campaign now drop all non-class specific helmets. So, for example, if you were still looking to get, Sergio's Beret or Anomaly's Visage for the mods, for example, or Cranium of Last Creatures, you can go and run like the Chrysaloid, the Yagak fight, the Spider fight, and those are going to have a much higher chance of dropping those as part of their loot system. Terex, that's what I said. Weekend off. I forgot what my kids look like. I know that feeling. That's why I'm going to Disneyland this weekend to celebrate this patch. Just kidding, totally unrelated. But yeah, hopefully you boys can enjoy your Father's Day without stressing. So yeah, you guys ready to suffer some low percentage chance farming right now? It's gonna be still fun, boys. Don't you worry. Okay, what are we gonna get here? Let's us get started with some runs. We shall try, Bender. We shall try. Here, we can. Let's get some runs. Since you stood out, we're gonna get you. Let's get you on a run, Bender. It's been a while. And as I ninja invite Digita into the group, ninja invite, ninja invite. All right, and let's see here, and we shall get you invited as well. And let's do an Ida Storm. I don't think I've done an Ida Storm with you yet, Bender. Right? Have we ran one for you or with you? Yes, you read my mind, Jaeger. Bender shall go first. Oh, nice, Bender. You get your Akari chest. I am happy, though. By the time I start really farming on my Pyromancer for my Akari set, these buffs will be implemented. So maybe I won't suffer in getting those pieces nearly as much as I've suffered with this poor Trickster. But who knows, right? Also, they said they're going to improve some login issues, especially with the Xbox. So if you're playing on Xbox and having long load times and hang-ups, apparently it has to do with how they download some data files every time you log in. I don't know. They're working on it. Stuff that should have been fixed before. Oh, and this doesn't really apply to us very much, but I don't know if you guys noticed, there were legendary brackets. So certain items, especially set helmets, could only drop off enemies level 48 or higher. So I didn't know about that, but then again, you know, I think most of us end up farming most of our loot when we're level 50 anyway. So that shouldn't make a huge difference. And they also did emphasize there are certain key bugs that they're working on fixing. I'm happy that I'm really hoping the Technomancer Borealis set gets fixed. It's still on there and it's under being investigated, which means they're able to duplicate it and they're just trying to figure it out. So maybe my toxic freeze build is gonna get even more legendary. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. We'll get this started in just a second. But we got to get the early bird special going, boys. For those of you that are in the Battle Royale, let's get you on a nice Battle Royale 600 gold one. This is a biggie. This is for your early bird showing up on time. After I've yapped for, 16 minutes or something. Here we go. And, oh, we got a subscriber on YouTube. Let me see if my video's gone live yet. Oh. My bad. I'm coming, Bender. Man, it's still running the check on it. Interesting. Well, ads pending. Well, the good news is, Averse, it's going to be much easier to get those loots that you're still desperately trying to get. And you know what? I think it's going to be really healthy for the game. Again, I think what they've buffed it is at the limits of what I know this is maybe sacrilegious to some of you, but I hope they don't push it any further. Like, I think doubling the chance and the anti-duplicate system is almost too much. I'm almost worried that it's going to be too easy to get the loot that we want. But I think it's going to be okay. At this point, make people happy, and hopefully they'll announce more loot coming, etc. But we'll see. I guess they probably erred on the side of being overly generous because, the issues we've had. And that's probably the smart thing, because if they said, oh, we're going to up it by 10% or even 50%, they're like, oh, it's not good enough. And so it's probably for the best. I laughed a little bit because they said, oh, we're holding it back till Tuesday so it can roll out with the back-end fixes for the logins. And I think the way that I translate it is they're worried that if they made the legendary drops, which they can be back-end fixed, if we went live today, a bunch of people would try and log on, and it could possibly cause connection issues and login issues, which would cause more hate. And if it causes unexpected problems, it would force them to work over the weekend. So they probably did the conservative thing and the smart thing and said, you know what, we're going to wait to release it on Tuesday, most likely. Verse, you're funny. Yes, your characters will auto defend themselves, but obviously, if you manually control it during the battle royale to go and pick up the health packs, and I think you can control who you attack. Generally, you have a better odds of surviving and winning, but I've even won sometimes. And obviously, I don't have time to control my avatar. And you won a good one too. You got 600 gold, my man. That's pretty solid. That's a good ways towards getting a pretty good character. There's even some really good ones that are as little as 1,500 gold. Yeah, and if you haven't selected one manually, it'll give you like the little default dude. But you definitely want to. There's even some free ones that are pretty cool. So nobody should have to be the little nooblet. So also good news. I think, I don't know if I mentioned, but I finished all my recording for my new build video. I just got to edit it all together and all that good stuff, or finish editing it. So that'll be going live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. And that'll be probably it'll be my last news update till the Tuesday update. And if all goes well, I mean, I will be providing more information, but we'll probably be running Dark Alliance on Tuesday at 10 a.m. But I will also try and release a video if there's a patch. And I'm all torn on it because, like, I want to play the patch, but new game release versus patch. We'll play the patch on Wednesday. Of course, that does mean on Monday night we'll be playing without the patch, which is also going to be like, it's like, come on, you want to release it on Monday? How nice would that be? Can't have it all. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, Everest, that's right. You haven't been here since. Oh, you can buy new avatars. If you scroll down below your chat, below the stream, there's a panel that says stream avatars. There's a lot of fun things. You'll pick some of it up by looking at other people's commands. You can Google the command list too. There's also a little control panel that you can mess around with. You'll learn it as you go. It's really fun, distracting stuff to do while we're doing the runs. Oh, look, I got gloves at Edge of Time. How funny would it have been if I actually got the legs there? I would have laughed so hard. So, versus gold you get for free. All right, let me kind of go over for people that are new. There's 4 different types of currencies. You can donate just straight up money to me. As always, they're using the donates page. That is technically the most content creator friendly way of donating money. There's bits that you buy at different rates from Twitch, and they keep 50% of the money and I get 50% of it. And it's a currency that's used for multiple things. Just, you can give it away, you can use it and then some of these apps, etc. So that's paid currency. Gold is unique to Stream Avatar. You get it automatically every like minute or two. You get a little bit of it for just being in stream. It builds up the more you stay in stream. You can also gamble it. You can also partake by winning the battle royales. We're about to do a boss fight in a second. If people join, and if you guys beat the boss using the chat commands, you get gold there as well. And again, you use it exclusively to buy new avatars, which is cosmetic and all the fun. That's how people have Hulk, how people have all the different heroes and units for that interactive game. And then the final type of currency is channel loyalty points. You also get that from just being in chat, and those you can use to, like, you'll see people highlight their messages. You'll see people telling me to hydrate, telling me to talk like Arnold, all little fun things, and I can add more over time. So hope that helps out. So Jaeger, your talk. Okay, so is it confirmed, boys, that Dark Alliance is crossplay PC and Xbox? I believe that it is, mainly because it's on the Xbox, live gold for both PC and Xbox, which would make sense that they would crossplay. And they're just like, no, we're not going to play an ISO of PlayStation. And you know what? I'm okay with that, because I think a lot of people do have the Xbox. But the PC version is going to be the best, so you guys should probably get it on there. Just saying, if you have it as an option. All right. So with that information out of the way, and again, if you're just joining, news dropped about the legendary drop rate buffs. My video is live. You can check it out. I'll go over it one more time here in a few minutes in case you want the TLDR and the details. The short version of it is it's all very exciting. It's going to be way easier to get loot soon. And it's not live yet. Most likely going to go live on Tuesday. All right, let's see who's going to be next. Ooh, I think we got a new person, or at least somebody I haven't seen in a long time. A TY Marco. Have you gotten a run before, TY Marco? I want to say I almost saw him get one once, but maybe not. Either way, your name got my attention. So if you're there in chat, you're next. What about the 24-hour stream? Ever, yeah, so a lot of the really fancy and popular ones are in bits. So, or like the giant monsters from, there's some like huge ones. Okay, I know it's been a while. Well, either way, you're getting hooked up. I don't know if I have you on my friend list. I don't think so. So I'm going to send you a code. Make sure to friend me if you can once you get in game, and that way I can. It's easier for me to just invite you instead of having to give you a code. Hey, El Grenade Boom. I'm gonna talk about it right now, actually. So I mentioned once when we first loaded. So let me start with giving you guys a synopsis. And by the way, welcome, El Grenade Boom. I believe you're brand new to the stream. I don't recognize your name from the past, or at least from chat. Maybe you've lurked in the past, which is awesome too. So let's talk about the patch that's going to be coming up. So all of this is most likely to hit on Tuesday. The biggest piece of news is legendary drop rates are going to increase by 100% baseline. So there are two different legendary drop rates. One is there's a base chance for any legendary to drop. So that is not this number. So the numbers are really, really low. But where I'm assuming this will impact also, as it should, because this is how you get most of your legendaries, it should increase this chance here. So for example, if appropriately done, this means that 4 of your items, if you clear a CT15 on gold, instead of having a 25% drop chance, they'll have a 50% drop chance. And like here, this one would be 25 instead of 12.5 and so forth. So effectively, the average number of loots legendaries you should get minimum is 2. And your likelihood of you getting 4 is much higher, and the likelihood of you getting 0 is going to be very, very, very low. Yeah, I can say the code out loud. Give me a second. Okay, the code is V as in Victor, 7, R as in Robert, 3, 1, 4, A as in Apple, the number 2. John Opry just watched my video. Awesome. But there's more, boys. There's more. They're implementing an anti-duplicate system. What does this mean? It means that when a legendary gets rolled, it's going to check that legendary. So let's say a cannonball helmet were to drop for you. It's going to check your inventory and in your stash, and if you have a cannonball helmet in your stash or inventory, it will re-roll it and give you something else. Now, do note that second time there is no second re-roll, so you can get another item you already have. You could technically roll a cannonball helmet, although it's very unlikely again. But what it's going to do is going to greatly decrease the chance if you get a million of the same items over and over. What this means, boys and girls, is you want to make sure that whenever you have an item in your inventory that you don't have duplicates of, that's a legendary, keep it. Don't delete your last copy. If you have 2 or more, of course, get rid of them until you have 1. Unless you want to get that weapon. So let's say, in my example, I look at these loots here. I wouldn't necessarily want to delete this Icarus. It's into 97.1. But let's say this right here. Let's say I wanted a new Airy Masters. Well, 77 is horrible. Never mind that the weapon's horrible, but that's a different story. But let's say I want a new one. You want to make sure you delete it now so that if it drops, it'll actually drop it for you. So again, anything you want to see be okay seeing again, you want to delete. And if you don't want, or you want to decrease the chance of it dropping for you, then you want to make sure you keep it in your inventory or stash. Digita, you're funny. So if we look at the statistics, mathematically speaking, the likelihood of you getting 0 is going to be quite low. I mean, it's literally, well, okay. It is, so it's like flipping a coin 4 times and quarter 4 times and it dropping tails all 4 times. I believe that is a, what are the odds in that? That's a 50. If I believe it's the mathematical equation for that is, what's that? 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5. So there's only a 6.25% chance that happens. So only in less than 1 in 10 runs, almost 1 in 20, a little bit over 1 in 20 runs, you'll get no legendaries. So 19, I'll call it right now, 18 out of 20 runs will give you 1 or more legendaries, boys. Yes, Max Deuterino. Yeah. So if you're trying to farm the best, I don't know, Anamoy or whatever, or your favorite legendary, delete it. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but get rid of it. Otherwise, you're going to fight an uphill battle to get a second one. Meaning the only way you would get it again is if you double rolled it. So they need to really communicate this well. And luckily, I think they have the news pop up when you log in. Because if you don't know about this change, this may screw people over. And I'm calling it right now, boys. Somebody's going to make a video saying, this patch ruined it. It's making it so you can't get the legendaries you want. Somebody's going to do it. Somebody's going to say it. They're going to twist it all around. And instead of it being, hey, boys, it's easier to get the loots you want, it's instead going to say, this is blocking your ability to get the legendaries you want because you don't know that you should be getting rid of the weapons that you want to drop. But overall, this is really, really good news, boys. As long as people pay attention. All right, let me get rid of this 86 Icarus just to make some room here. All right. Let me see. I didn't even check. Good. We have everybody in the group. Let me invite TY Marco now as a friend. And let's get it running. If you guys have any other questions about the patch or clarity, do let me know. I'll answer in chat. There will be other fixes and changes with the patch, by the way, boys. Oh, the other thing. They're doing a redo on the appreciation gift. So remember when we got that legendary weapon? If you didn't get what you wanted, it's okay. You're going to have it. They're going to redo the calculations. And we're just going to run Eye of the Storm again, just so I'm kind of on autopilot while I talk to you guys right now. We'll kind of choose other runs as soon as I'm done chatting with you guys. But you're going to get a second chance. So as long as you get the first one before the patch hits potentially on Tuesday, you'll get 2 of them. But if somebody doesn't log in till after that, they'll only get 1, I think. So you'll have another chance at getting that loot that you are missing. Again, if you're missing a ton of loots, this may not help you that much in guaranteeing your way. But again, for me, like I had a situation where I only needed a high roller. I did get it, but let's say I hadn't got it. Well, if I hadn't got it, then the chances of me actually getting it would have been much higher. So Max Deuterino, in that scenario, you're still gonna have a better chance of getting that theoretically because of the double loot chance, but actually I'm trying to do the math in my head. No, your chances of you getting it will technically drop lower because you're more likely to get it the first time, but then it's gonna drop again. So your chance of getting a better one should statistically be the same as they are right now. Now, why does the math work like that? I'll explain it. So you'll have a double chance of having it drop the first time, but then it's going to check and see that you have it equipped. It will re-roll it. And the second time, it will also have a double chance of it dropping. But because you have to roll it twice in a row, that's less lucky. And that second reroll doesn't follow those other rules. So the anti-duplicate system is turned off for the second roll. Now, there's a way to cheat that. In theory. Sort of. And I was not paying attention whatsoever there. You could, in theory, take that helmet and put it on a different character for storage. But again, you won't get the benefit of it, right? Because it says in your stash or in your inventory. It says nothing about the inventory of other characters you have. Oh, the joys of the multi-farts. Thank you. And it's always Max Deuterino. What is your obsession of farts? Oh my god, I need to pay attention. Sorry, I just totally died, boys. Like a total noob. Yes, Max Deuterino, it's literally backwards. As you say, keep all the crap loot you don't want to get again. Delete the stuff you like, but want a better version of. So my thoughts is, if it's a weapon, it's probably worth deleting. As long as you have a decent backup. Oh man, I apologize, guys. I know I just effed this up. We're not going to gold because I needed to pay attention and I wasn't paying attention. I died. And so did TY Marco. And poor Digita had to come and rescue us. Alright. That's okay. It was worth the sacrifice. Oh, that's good. So if I tell you to stop doing mass farts, you can stop doing mass farts. I mean, you could. So you could stop doing mass farts. That would be amazing. I should put a bits cost behind that if I can. It's like, okay, you wanna do a mass fart? Sure, it'll cost you 1,000 bits. Because I really love the mass farts, if you can't tell. Mass hugs I'm okay with. All right, Ty Marco, you can come join me over here. That one's cleared already. Yep. Yeah, but he won't. I know. It's okay. He'll probably fart more. Correct. Yeah. So again, the best, if you don't want to get rid of something but you want to get more of it, just put on one of your other characters, or do like me and create a storage character that you just store your extra items on. I may end up actually just not deleting my death shield and hoping I get it again with the new drop rates, because even though I don't like the death shield, but I hate the idea of deleting a god roll. That just feels so wrong. Oh, really, Matt? Wait, I thought I was giving good news about the legendary loot. You didn't like it? Lemuel, I like that. Yeah, I farted it up, boys. It's gonna be a silver. Even though it's gonna be close. Unless we get real lucky and we like 2-second kill it, but probably not. Yeah, silver. At least it's only like a 6-minute run, so. Where'd he go? Oh, we killed him. Oh, is that what it was? Okay, that's fair enough. I deserve that. It's okay. There's so many times on this one where we don't get legendaries on gold, and the last time we got silver on it, we actually got 2 legendaries. And I know the last time one of our people got the pants I need, they got it off a failed chest. So apparently my pants must drop when you suck more than when you're good. But definitely not on this one. Here, we'll run this again, TY Marco, because that was totally my fault for us failing. So you don't have to leave. We'll get you another run here so you can get a gold. Yeah, I have like 2 sets of accidentally looted Hellranger loot on my extra pyro. I do love how they can make it, they can force it so we can't delete stuff, but they still haven't given us the ability to, what is this? Oh. They haven't given us the ability to lock items from accidentally getting deleted. That's it. It sounds so, my pants drop when you suck more. Ah. That's true. Good lord, that's some horrible DPS I did there. That's what happens when I don't pay any attention. My apologies. I feel like a total noob. All right. Let me just make sure I make some room. We'll run again. My goodness. Where these gloves come from? Oh, look, I got an 11.2. That's totally better than 11.1. There we go. That should do it. Let's give it a run. Your pity drop pants? Oh boy, boys. Battle Royale time. Sounds good to me. I will say though, I really hope people, and namely content creators, finally give people can fly some, give them some credit. I know about you guys, but I've never seen a game company that has screwed up, been so good about saying they're sorry and like making changes. You know, they nerfed stuff once early. They said they wouldn't again, and they haven't done nerfs. They've done nothing but buffs and fixes. And even though stuff has taken longer than they want to come out, it's really been really good what they've been doing. Hey, Versus, congratulations. Speaking of congratulations, hopefully I can congratulate you guys in a few minutes when you beat this boss. So we're gonna do our first boss battle. Normal, and it's 600 gold, boys, for each participant if you win. There's room for 7 of you. May the force be with you. AKA don't suck. But if you do suck, make sure your pants drop. It would be nice if they gave us more inventory room too. I know that's a back-end database storage thing. Pretty much every game in history has had those issues. So I'm sure there's also some things where it has to load all the data every time you load into the game. So they got to worry about, how is it going to cause load issues, etc. With that being said, I think they should hopefully increase the storage space. Maybe just even the shared bank would be nice to improve. The currency too, although no, they need a better use for the currency. I mean, I've been like, it doesn't matter if they could make the cap 100 million, I would have 100 million on all my characters and nothing to use it on. So they need a gambling vendor where you can gamble on legendaries, where you don't know if it's going to be uncommon, blue, rare. All you know is whether it's gloves or a helmet or whatever, and it has a chance to be a set, a legendary, whatnot. And that would be a really good, sink, not a gold sink, but a these drop pod sinks. I mean, it's so simple. Pretty much every game out there has something like that. It's like a looter. Maybe not every, but I think it'd be a good way of using it. They could also obviously have Tiago rotate the items he shows, but I think that might actually be harder to code. I would think like a random gambling vendor wouldn't be as bad, because literally it would just, every time you spend the resource, it would be like rolling on the loot table. And that would be nice, because you could technically, let's say they cost 10,000 each time you roll and max level, or even 20,000. That would give you between 3 and 5 rolls, chances at legendary loots of the type that you're looking for every time you complete a run. Transmog would be cool too, but that's a whole different system. For them to implement transmog, that's a lot of coding. I have a feeling that will not be a small patch. When they release an expansion, that could be a feature. Because don't get me wrong, like, I don't like looking like crap with most of my builds. I mean, with epic pieces, you could technically keep waiting till you get an item with the stats you need, the mods you need, and the look you need. But that starts to get, that's a lot of RNG elements. Hey, good morning, Anarchist. Did you hear the good news? Did you watch my video? We got good legendary loot rule news. I mean, it doesn't apply to right now, but it will apply to Tuesday. Yes, good. Yes, watch it. Make sure to like and comment. Help your boy Leeroy Gaming. And I was commenting when we got in. I love that last week they released the content at like 8:30. I was like, okay. This time they released it at 9:15. I'm like, really? So I had like just enough time to edit it, or record it, throw a quick edit in there, as best as I could, and then upload it, do all the SEO and all that stuff, make a thumbnail, and literally I was posting it with like 30 seconds to go. I didn't even have a chance to get water. I had to be like, BRB boys, gotta get some water. That's how close it was. A versus either I need 358 more gold or I need to add Hawkeye as an avatar. Did you join the battle? Averse, are you in the big battle? Oh, it doesn't look. See, if you won that, it wasn't maxed out. There's 2 NPC bots. If you were part of the battle team, you would win 600 gold if they won. But you will also don't you worry, my friend. There'll be more battle royales, and worst case scenario, just chill and stream, and it'll build up. If you're a subscriber, you get more gold too. I think faster ratio. And I think we got gold that time. I think, yeah. Boom. Oh. Yay. And again, I keep talking about it because I am so excited about these changes. I think this is going to be so good. I think it's going to be so good for new players. I think it's going to be so good to avoid situations like this, where you run a CT15 EOTS and get 0 legendaries, WTF. And also good for us old timers that are just trying to farm for that last magical nugget. Nougat. Oh, somebody got a footwear. And if that had been the legs, I would have cried so hard. Yes, Tuesday release. Yeah, we're starting a new game too, but that doesn't mean we're not going to be playing this game anymore. The stream on Wednesday night, we'll be using it. That was me? Oh, that's funny. Why was it not the legs? The game was taunting me. Man, my DPS is horrible right now. Oh, is that what I got? No, I don't think that was me. Because I thought I already had a... No, just kidding. You're right. It was me. I got a horrible set of the boots. Again, sorry we didn't... We tried, TY Marco. Maybe next time. But we did try and get you hooked up. And that matters, right? Hopefully. Like, if I had gotten the legs off the bonus loot, that would have been amazing and hilarious. Since that was definitely not a bonus loot. That was from one of the, just random loots off a random mob. And that would have been actually amazing. I'd have had probably tears of joy. But now it's like tears of irony. All right, let's see who's going to go next. And we'll have people vote on the next run. That's always fun. How's the boss coming along? Oh, 50%. I guess they're doing okay. Go NPC bot, go. So, let us... Oh, enough negative. I remember. See, I have a good memory for stuff. Negative Spark, do you remember? I told you to say something when you showed up to the queue. Because I did not give you a run last time. And I meant to, I think. That was you, right? Right. Am I right? Is my memory good? I'm going to give you a run. See? Bam-o! As long as I'm not running a 24-hour stream, this noggin is still pretty good, boys. I'm not going senile. I remember all of you. So that's like almost stalkerish, but I appreciate and remember all the people that come on this on a regular basis. That's my Arnold partner. Come on, get out of here. Do some runs. I will remember you. All right. And I also remember that you always forget to put in the correct format for joining Negative Spark. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. So remember, the format is exclamation mark join space then your account name within Outriders space your Twitch name space carry. But you're getting away with it today because I'm oddly in a decent mood. I make that sound like I'm bitter all the time or something, which I'm not, but I'm feeling a little jovial because I'm loving the news of this patch. If the names are the same, just type it in once. But I just need to know that it's, you know. So you would just say, if you're Negative Spark on both, exclamation mark, join, space, Negative Spark, space carry. I know I do. And he keeps forgetting it every time. He's gonna learn. He's learning slowly. All right, let's get a vote for where we're gonna run next, boys. Oh wow, we just got a bunch of little crappy ones. It's okay though. There we go. Creator dashboard. Ba-da-da-da. Manage poll. Next run? Question mark. What is that one? Oh, Marshland Caverns. Ooh. For the first time, I'm actually putting all of them in there. All right, boys, the vote is up. Help us decide what we're going to run next. Negative Spark is here. I'm going to friend you. And let's see, I missed something. Oh, we got another person subscribing on YouTube. I wonder if that was because of my video. Ooh, let's see. There's votes across the board. Keep them coming, boys. Oh, EOTS has got a lead by 1 vote. What was I checking? I'm supposed to check something, boys, and I totally forgot. Couple more seconds. It's close. It's either Paxian or EOTS. Oh, wow. Coliseum came back, almost made it to the top. And the winner is EOTS by 2 votes. All right. We're going back in, boys. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I need to friend Negative Spark. Oh, and you're on Steam. Oh, we're already friends on there. How come I don't see you on my friend list? That's weird. Are you invisible on Steam, Negative Spark? Out of curiosity. That cost you 2K? Damn! You really... What did you vote for? Oh, you voted on PAX? No. Channel points? Oh, 1,800 channel points towards Paxian. You really wanted that Paxian, huh? We can run it next time if you really want it. If you want it, come and get it. Yeah, poor Digita is like, no, not EOTS again. The horror. Who else needs a nap? Hey, what's up, Clunky Penguin? Did you hear the good news, my man? I think everybody kind of wants a nap. It's like you hear these good news, but it hasn't hit yet. You're like, we can all just kind of nap till Tuesday. Yes, my wife is. Very much so. Due date is August 6th. My birthday is August 14th. It's got to be a Leo party. See how appropriate my nickname is? It even matches my sign. Yes, I am talking about the Lego drops. Did you watch my awesome video that I put together right before logging on for stream? And I was gonna use my my better mic, but the neighbor's dogs were barking, and it just picks it up those dogs no matter what. My headset blocks most of it, but my studio mic, I cannot have the stupid dogs barking. So I had to like change everything last minute. Hey, Negative Spark, stay over here where I'm at, will you? Just stay in the little circle. Since you're a carry. Because it goes faster. I only jump out to get some extra DPS, but we theoretically want to stay here as long as we can. So I'll give you, since I've been talking about it a bunch and it's fun to talk about, definitely do watch the video to help out my metrics, but it's a secret, Jaeger. It's a top secret. So basically the cool news is they're going to be increasing the drop rates of all legendaries by 100%. So from what I read into that is whatever the base levels are, but also that should impact your the bonus one. So right now, if you clear a CT15, you have a 25% chance of ×4. So this should be 25% chance. Sorry, 50% chance ×4. Statistically, that would mean there is only a 6.25% chance that you get a run with 0 legendaries, meaning just a little bit over 1 in 19. So between 1 in 18 and 1 in 19 runs, you'll have 0 legendaries, statistically speaking. Also, they're adding an anti-duplication system that's a little bit more complicated than it sounds at first. So the concept is, if you have a piece of loot in your inventory or in your stash and it were to drop, it's not going to drop, it's going to roll again. But whatever you roll the second time, you're going to get. So it could mean that that second roll would still be another item you already have, or if you're really unlucky, it would still have that same item that you just got. Now, the only way this could be bad, if let's say you have, let's say a weapon that it's your best in slot weapon, but it's like a gun, but you have a crappy roll on it, like 80 something. If you want to get another one and have a chance at a god roll, you would theoretically need to either delete that item or put on a different character. Otherwise, you would have to get double lucky. You would have to have a drop, it would get canceled, and on the reroll, you would need to get it again. but that's a bit rough luck-wise to get that. But like for my pants that we're talking about here, since I have every legendary piece of loot between my stash and my inventory for the trickster that exists, except for those legs, it means that I have a much higher chance for them to drop initially. And can you guys believe that statistics? I have all the other sets complete except for these pants for this set, and I have zero interest in the other sets. So I think that's kind of hilarious, unfortunate, ironic. I don't even know what the word is. Probably unfortunate and hilarious, depending on your sense of humor. Hey, what's up, Frazzle? Good afternoon to you, good sir. We were just talking about the upcoming legendary drop chances. Yeah, I mean, I knew I was going to get them eventually. I'm stubbornly patient. I mean, that doesn't mean I don't get irritated, but I'm still really patient when it comes to stuff like this. But now, like, I'm not going to have to wait 500 hours to get it. Yes, Clunky, that was my, and I don't know if you were there. I talked about that during the 24-hour stream. My concern was them making it too easy. I do like the grant. Oh man, did we really get a silver? What the hell? Yeah. So here was my thoughts on. They had three options: not do anything. Technically four. They could have gotten the perfect balance, which is very unlikely. They could have either under-buffed it or over-buffed it. And I think they went with the safe choice and they said, we're going to over-buff it. Because if they under-buffed it, it could have literally killed the game. Because, and I'm sure the higher-ups just said, F it, give them whatever to make them happy for now, because we can't handle more negative PR. And so they erred on the side of over generosity. And again, I'm concerned about that. But the hope is that they'll come out with new content. Generally, when stuff is really, really rare, it lets you milk content that doesn't come out as often. And I get that. So, we'll see. Yes, and did you accept my friend request? Oh, actually, we're already friends. Next time, go off invisible so I can invite you more easily. But it was fun running with you, as always. So there is no guaranteed drop rate. You could still theoretically not get a drop rate. I don't mind a duplicate thing because of the fact that it doesn't keep re-rolling. So it's not saying it will guarantee you something you don't have. It just gives you an extra chance. So it's like double chance at double loot. Like, and I don't know off the top of my head statistically how much that improves the drop rates by overall, but I think it's fair, if a bit generous. All right, let's do a random pick for the next person. Ooh, Kulimbor. And let me do a because you know, what is this? Ooh. All right, let's do a battle royale. For 250. So, random thing. So even though I don't have time to play it now, I'm a big fan of Total War Warhammer 2. They just announced the roster for the Khorne faction for Total War Warhammer 3, which is very exciting. You know, skulls for the Skull Throne, blood for the Blood God, my boys. All right, let's see where we're gonna run. Oh yeah, and I gotta invite probably the person. Cool and bore. Don't bore me. You are right, bad side. So, bad side, I felt like it's a catch-22. Because if they didn't buff it, the game was going to die just from people complaining. So, I don't know. We'll see how much it helps or hurts. Yeah, there's nothing worse, I think. I think getting no loots repeatedly gets people to quit and be bitter. I think when the loot is really good, what happens is people get the loot, but then they come back when new content comes out. So you get return visitors. I think if people quit because they're bitter that they're not getting anything good, they quit for good and never come back, meaning they don't come back for patches, they don't come back for expansions, they don't come back for sequels. And I guarantee Square Enix is like, yo, you sold 3.5 million copies. Don't piss off the community because we want to make sure when you come out with the next one, it sells 5 million copies and so forth. Hey, Stefan, I want to definitely help you get a run since you're new, but do me a favor and just follow that format right there. I'm going to give you a chance to just read those instructions right there. It'll tell you the format for joining, the correct typing. Oh God, okay. We'll join. Let's do a frontline. That's a little bit more fun for my melee character. And honestly, I'm not even going to stress about the drop rates right now. Because, to quote Ivan Drago, if it drops, it drops. And if it doesn't drop, it doesn't drop, boys. If he dies, he dies. If it drops, it drops. So if you have that weird stream buffering thing, just refresh your stream. Yeah, it probably means it kind of glitches a little bit and nice, boys. I gotta say, I'm very proud. My news update videos are starting to gain some traction, boys. Now, again, remember, I'm a tiny channel, but this news video is ranked #1 for my top performers within the first hour. I got 434 views in the first 60 minutes. That, for my tiny channel, is a lot for a news piece. So. I'm like, yay! Go small channel, go. Oh, and boys, we just crossed 2,700 subscribers. 2,702. That means 27-hour stream, right? Just kidding. I'm totally not doing that. That would be batshit crazy. But really happy about 2,700. We're like, I feel like we're getting closer to 3,000, and 3,000 is close to 5,000. And 5,000 would be a really fun milestone to hit. Yes, versus the news video I just did this morning. And again, I'm not like these DPJs or these people that have 100, like a million subscribers or 500,000. So they'll get 10,000 viewers on a video, and that's not that big of a deal for them. For me, with my subscriber count, I've been averaging about 1,500 views per news video since I started doing them about 2 weeks ago. So the fact that I got within the first hour over 400, that is huge for me. It makes me a happy puppy, boys. And you guys checking it out early always helps. Comments help, all that stuff helps. But you know that already. I don't have to tell you. All of you have been around YouTube for a long time. I mean, I'll say it anyways, in case you forget. But boys, like, subscribe, and do all that sharing stuff. What's up? Remind me. I'll have it. I'll have it for like late lunch. All right, Bats, that sounds good. We'll see you later, my man. Happy puppies are the best type. YouTube, what's that? I know, right? What's YouTube? I hear it's like an up-and-coming new video sharing platform. That's the news I got shared on my MySpace account anyway. It's kind of weird, actually. I'm torn what to be more excited about for this coming Tuesday. Launch of D&D Dark Alliance or this patch. Like, I'm pretty excited about the patch. I guess that's probably because I really don't know if D&D Dark Alliance is going to be good or not. I did find out some new info, though. So, basically the way it works is there's like 3 levels per mission. So what that means is there are 7 missions and times 3 levels, which is 21 levels. There's like a boss, a big boss at the end of each level. And then each of the free DLCs that are coming is going to add an extra quest, meaning 3 more levels. So before they're going to expand from 21 to 27 missions for free before the first paid DLC. And the paid DLC will actually add new enemies, the new mage class, new items, obviously, and a whole nother story campaign. So that's going to be multiple missions. Who knows how many, but I'm guessing if the main campaign had 7, I'm guessing it's going to be probably 3, which would be 9 maps if I were to guess. Sounds good, Diego. Yeah, for sure. And thank you. What do you mean you still got me in your top 8? I mean, I'm sure it's going to be somebody from the lore. I haven't read the books, but has anybody read the actual books by Salvador that this game is based on? If you do, and if there's a mage in there, like a non-evil mage, it's probably that person. Salvatore. Yes. Yes, I am a Versus. So I need to make a post about it. Assuming it comes out Tuesday early morning, myself. Hey, Max Deuterino, have you confirmed whether you're going to be available for Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or do you still need to clear the time before I announce it? I believe Digita has committed to the times, but I don't want to speak for them. So I guess just let me know in chat right now if it's for some reason a no. But me for sure, and I'm assuming Deuterino, Max Deuterino, and Digita, we're going to be streaming the game, the full playthrough. And I don't know how long the main playthrough is going to be, but we're going to beat the whole game on stream, and we're going to farm. And it's going to be this coming Tuesday from 10 a.m. Pacific till 6 p.m. Pacific, so 8 hours on Tuesday. We're going to run 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. on Thursday, so 8 hours on Thursday. And on Friday, we're going to go 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Shocker, I know. So it's 24 hours of coverage of this brand new game. We are still going to do Monday and Wednesday in the evenings. We're going to do Outriders. Now, we may actually go longer on Wednesday because I have no class. My class I have on Wednesday is done with as far as classes. So we may run from like 6 p.m. or something till 10:30 because that'll be the day after the patch hits too. So obviously it's important that you follow on Twitch and the schedule will be updated. So if you check the schedule, you won't be confused. Wrastlin? Is that the name of a hero? Yes, Clunky Penguin, that was a joke because you said, what is YouTube? And so, you know, YouTube was kind of new when MySpace was a thing. So that was my joke, you know, announcing YouTube coming out on my MySpace. I thought it was funny and clever. Apparently, I'm older than I realized because it wasn't as funny to everybody else as it was for me. Sad panda. Oh, top. Oh, okay, that makes more sense now. Of course, I got you in my top 8. I mean, I only have 7 friends on there, but you definitely made it to number 8. So, Evers, remember, it is included for free if you have Xbox or PC Game Pass. But here's the perfect thing. Watch the stream. That should help you decide. I will be giving a brutal review of it as well. I mean, just brutally honest, because they're not paying me to say I like it. I mean, I wouldn't say it even if they did pay me, but I'm, you know me, I'm honest. I don't teabag on things, but if something's got a problem, I'll let it known. And I'm pretty anal about gameplay and looter shooters and looter slashers. So if the gameplay is bad, I will let you know. Because I have no time for bad gameplay. That's why I'm so utterly patient with this with Outriders. I love the gameplay. I knew they were gonna fix the loot. I knew they were gonna fix the bugs eventually, but they didn't need to fix the gameplay. So I'm like, this game is gonna be solid as long as it's sold enough, and it did, and as long as enough people come back, which I hope they will. Netscape browser. Oh man. Now what was before Netscape? There was another big one. It was something global. I forgot what the other one was. Okay, if you give a Game Pass, you have it for free, man. And it sounds like people, I can't confirm it, but other people have mentioned in chat that it's going to be cross-compatible between Xbox and PC. I'm going to be playing it on PC, so... Ooh, legendary. 2 legendaries. Nice. Upper Chrono. Chrono. Digita's build is a bit of a secret. He won't even share it with me. I hope I can bribe him so I can make a video about it. I'd give him credit, but he hasn't said yes. Poor Tom. And Tom never monetized MySpace. That was probably his biggest regret. He would have been a billionaire. Oh man, we're getting some subscribers on YouTube for my video, I'm assuming. That's good news, boys. Ooh, 523 views. That's fancy. See, I may be way smaller than all the other web content creators, but I can totally no-life Outriders. And so they may have more important videos to make, but I don't. Get out of the gates early so people will actually watch my video. Yeah. All right. Gotta make them room. Oh, your backlog for the achievements. Yeah, I tend to become a perfectionist in a lot of games, and I had to kind of stop because then it just doesn't work. Like I did obsess about finding all the guns and all the armor in this game, but I'm not really going and going after all the achievements. I might eventually, but as long as I have builds to make, I probably won't prioritize that. Well, let's see who we're gonna run next. Yeah, and it's still a pain in the butt to delete everything in between runs when your inventory is pretty full. All right, here we go. Ooh. Let's do another random one. Zerberus. So Jaeger, spoiler alert, pretty much every single high-end broken build on Pyro is guaranteed to be a Akari. You're not going to be able to better than that. I have one that I think is going to be pretty darn good and really powerful that doesn't use it, but it's probably not going to compete with that. It's just broken, you know. I don't think it was meant to stack infinitely. Like most of these things, bonuses that stack, 25% of the time would stack once or twice. But if you can stack it 10 times, you're just like, forget about it. All right, I'm gonna invite you as soon as we enter the zone. Let's go ahead and do a Stargrave. I almost want to do a marshland cave just for the hell of it. I don't know why I'm being drawn. I hate this run. But something's telling me to run it. Maybe it's stupidity that's making me run it, but we're going to run it. Forget about it. Hey, Clunky, mine's a sniper build too. I wonder if mine's going to be better than yours. We'll see. I think mine will compete with yours. I don't know, man. We'll see. I have a feeling that my dad can beat up your dad. But I don't mean my build can beat your build. All right. Does yours not rely on any sets? Because mine does not require any sets. Okay, Zerberus. That's what I said, right? I believe I said Zerberus. Yes. Yeah, so it might be the same. We'll see. No spoilers until I make the video. How about that? No. Because I've gone through a couple of guns, and I think I found a secret gun that's secretly the best that I haven't seen anybody else use. But you can use it. I've identified 4 viable guns. But the one that I'm using, I don't have a god roll on it, sadly. But I think it's going to be really, really good. We'll see. You can tell me what yours is, and I'll tell you if it's the same as mine. Don't tell me your build, but just tell me what gun you use. And I'll even tell you if it's one of the other ones. I also want to point out, I do not watch other people's build videos on purpose. So, I mean, theoretically, I could have something similar than somebody else has. But for this build, I don't think so. Oh, yours is purple? No, my weapon is a legendary. How did you get a 96 purple? I thought purples can only roll 90. Or is yours from before the nerf? From the before time. So tell me, since it's a purple, what mods do you use on yours? I'll tell you if there's even a remote chance we're doing the same thing. Yeah, mine's only like an 88, but honestly, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Yeah, what are your stats on it? And mine technically could have slightly better optimized stats, but you're trying to remember the mods? Okay. All right, well, tell me what your stats are. Pretty close. Mine also has long range and crit, which is not that hard to guess for a sniper build. Mine might actually have status as well, coincidentally. Although, yeah. I think it does, actually. What do you mean by leech? Are we talking about skill tree now nodes, or are you talking about mods? Or are you talking about just skill leech as a stat? Oh no, I'm not hinting at it. It's a rare gun. I didn't know it was rare, but I found out it was rare. Yeah, it's one of those two. I mean, it has to. I don't think the guns do not roll with long range, close range, as far as I know, and it's not healing. It's in the rifle category. It's not an assault rifle. It's not an assault weapon. Just tell me what your mods are, and I'll tell you if my build's better than yours. I'll tell you right off the bat. If you don't have the same mods as me, you have no chance. I will crush you like a little bug. I can crush you like a little bug. Like, you don't know how crazy I can be with numbers, my man. Yes, go check. My whole goal, there was a vote that I did on my community page, and I asked, what kind of build did you guys want me to make next? And the top choice was Anomaly Trickster, and that's what I'm trying to finish up here. And then the second vote was a Firepower Pyromancer. And so that's what this other build is. I also created a true hybrid firepower anomaly / something else. We called it a tribrid, like hybrid but tribrid, because it has 3 different elements. But that's coming down the line afterwards. A verse and a dad joke. I love it. And dad joke in the hole. The goggles, they do nothing. How can you not love bad dad jokes? I mean, that's like one of the best parts of living and being a dad. And then the other fun thing is making sure that my build is better than Funky Penguins. Here, guys, quick, hold my beer. Oh God, Jaeger. I feel like half of our audience just left after that joke hit. My boss said to have a nice day, so I went home. I can relate to that. One of my old jobs I had for about a decade. That's how I would feel about it. Did you accidentally delete your purple? Oh, that's rough. What mods do you have on your landlubber? Okay, interesting. So your build is not better than mine. You got the right legendary, actually. That's one of my 4 options, but not the right mod. So I can already tell yours is worse than mine, but that's not bad. You really can't go wrong with Dark Sacrifice, but it just means you don't have the build I have, and I'm pretty confident my build is going to be better. But thank you, come again. I mean, I could be wrong. I have to actually finish building it out, but statistically, it should be really, really good. Yeah, single shots are interesting, but I'm not a fan of them, except for building around, mods that are all about single shots. Yeah, the brutal honesty. I will say, I really, there's no, I absolutely love Dark Symbiote, mainly for assault rifles. And it is my preferred for BR builds. It is my preferred mod, even though people randomly hate on it. But not for my Pyromancer mod build. Yep. You know what's funny? You just mentioned those are 3 out of the 4 weapons. You just guessed 3 out of the 4 weapons that I use. No, I take that back. Raw Rogues is not. Raw Rogues is for my Tribrid build. Is one of the 2 best weapons. So I have a god roll of that one. But yeah, Spirit Hunter is one of the... It's a slight variant of what I ended up on. Yes, it is a tribrid. And it only works optimally on the Trickster. Yeah. Like I said, I still got my tricks up my sleeve when it comes to some of the builds I'm going to make for you guys. So, do you know what's funny? I also like Twisted Mercy for my Tribrid. And I also... So, I agree and I disagree that healing is not useless, but it's not great. For my Trickster, I'm okay with it. But I would not use it on a Pyromancer. Iceberg, I have a build for... I have a very specific build for my Technomancer. And you don't use it how you think you use it. That's the hint. You don't use it how you think you use it. It doesn't matter, Max Deuterino. Not a fan of Mind Mugger. My problem with Mind Bugger is yeah, let me bust it out real quick. I'll show you the problem I have with Mind Mugger. Yeah, correct. It kills it. Yeah. See, like, here's the Rarog's Gaze. I actually haven't I have a God Roll on it that I will probably utilize on my Tribrid. I'm also quite fond of the Headhunter in a very specific scenario. Yeah, look at this. Mind Mugger, 4,700. No, thank you. The problem is the mods on it are horrible too. I'm not a fan of the mods. Believe it or not, I like the Icarus better. If I were to... I prefer the Icarus over the Mind Mugger, even though it has less damage. But again, we're talking about very specific builds. Most of these guns, like rifles in general, boys, are really bad compared to assault rifles overall, unless you build very specifically for them. And I'm saying like really specifically, basically meaning if you don't want to try hard, just go with an AR. Oh, look, I didn't even realize I had a 97.1. Where did I get a 97.1 Icarus? Jesus. I might as well destroy this 89 one then. Well, let's take a quick look. The scope, I mean, it fires super fast. It's fine. Or for me, I like playing when I play by myself, like my full big screen. So I see a bunch, but... And it reloads super fast too. The thing, it has a ton of bullets. Again, do I recommend the Icarus? No. Unless you have a very specific build. I highly recommend watching, if you haven't, my video where I rate all the legendary weapons and their mods. And I give really honest opinions on the guns for the majority of the builds. And then I do leave that caveat. There are builds that can make almost any weapon really good, but it's so specific that it like hurts. So my build does not require one shot, one kill, because my build is awesome. And it's better than yours. That's why. But I mean, that's a small detail. All right, let's you know what? I feel like I'm picking on you, my friend. I'm gonna have you join me for a run. So it doesn't. So random people that join are like, man, this guy's so mean to penguins. No, actually, I don't spray and pray. Again, you don't know my build, bro. My build is really effective. A high fire rate is beneficial. You don't know me. You're not my father. My father was the best penguin in the world, bro. You're not half the penguin he is. And I'm like, I ate your father. Dun, dun, dun. Where are you? Where's Clunky? Clunky, where are you on my friend list? Why do I not see you on my flank? Oh, because you're on Necro, duh. I knew that. Oh yeah, I forget that you sometimes go full Riri. Oops. Let's run a Boomtown just to be messed up. It's getting meow in here. Never go full penguin. I agree. I feel like, you know what? The downside to this patch, I think because they announced it, I think a lot of people are taking a break. Like we're like they're gonna wait till the patch hits. I don't think it's a coincidence that news hit and the patch didn't go through today. And this is probably the lowest viewer count we've had. I mean, it's maybe I smell bad or something today. I don't know. But I have a feeling a lot of people are just kind of saying, you know what? This imminent patch is coming. Why try now? So I get it. Oh, you know what? I didn't see your message. A versus, if you wanna, we can do we'll do a EOTS after this for you. But let's do this Boomtown. Don't deny me, Digita. Yeah. I feel ya. Trust me, I consider just kind of like taking it easy and taking a break. Give people a little bit of rest. I mean, honestly, like if the stream dies out pretty bad, I may just call it and say, "Hey, boys, go get some rest," so I can get some sleep. Because again, I don't blame him. Like I really thought it was hitting today, and then I think a ton of people would be playing. But I just have a feeling that the smart money is on, you know, fighting the burnout. Yeah. There you are, Necro. I really wish your name was Clunky Penguin on here. It's so much better than Necro. You don't strike me like a Necro. You're too silly to be a Necro. When I think of you, I think it tastes like chicken. I know, silly is good. I like silly. I don't know if penguins clunk. Necro is a whole nother animal. I don't think it's... Necro is not an animal. I hate to break it to you. I mean, it's a necromancer, or unless you're talking about a dead corpse. He's Dutch. I lived in Holland for 2 years. I speak a little bit of Dutch. I used to know it fluently. I know like goeiemorgen and goedemiddag. And only a couple other minor phrases that I remember. Because I was like 9 when I left Holland. I actually lived in Amsterdam for 2 years. Co-ed showering. What? Nude beaches everywhere. What? Oh man, those are good times. For the chicks. Luckily. Not really the guys. Luckily. Hey, thank you for this. Oh my goodness, that is something Starship? I don't know. Clogs go clunk. I never wore clogs, but it is a beautiful country. Ugly language. Oogly language. But really, really beautiful country. Okay, helps if I'm... Alright. You think you got a kill? I was thinking too much about the Dutch thing, and I ran the wrong way. I mean, I did kill some random stuff that wasn't dead, which was helpful. But I did run the wrong way. Goedenbrok, je nogen verboren? Wow, you speak Dutch, Max Duderino? I don't know what that means, by the way. Trying to translate... Did you use Google Translate? Get the pants you need, brother. Oh, that's very thoughtful of you. I'm pretty sure the game wants me to wait till the patch to get my pants. It's just like cruel like that. Working on a new pyro. You know, I could do that more effectively, to be honest with you. I already have the legendaries I need for it. I actually need only the epics. What I would actually do is I gotta finish working on my video for you boys, and do all my homework before my trip. I gotta get everything prepped so that for the stream on Tuesday and Wednesday. And I think even the stream on Monday may be difficult, because if the patch comes out on Tuesday, who the heck's gonna want to play on Monday? I may need to swap up the days. Maybe I'll do a special week, and I'll do like Friday night Outriders instead of Monday. I don't know. I feel like adjusting around this patch seems pretty beneficial for getting people to watch. I mean, I'm just thinking out loud, but sometimes you gotta be logical about things. That's like somebody telling you, hey, you could go to work today and we'll pay you $20 an hour. But by the way, starting Tuesday, we're gonna start paying you $50 an hour. I'd be like, yeah, I'm taking the day off. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Yeah, no problem, Coolambor. There we go. Oh, that was a close one, but I am looking for the Edge of Madness pants. Is that what it's called? Edge of right? Edge of Time. Sorry, Madness. See, in my mind I call it Edge of Madness because it drives me mad. I need the Edge of Time pants. That's true. See, look, it's like one legendary, like, ew. Yay, another pair of Trespasser Talons. Yeah, Edge of Madness from Zul'Gurub. Pretty much. That's funny. That's probably where my mind went. So we're going to do an EOTS run for a Versus right now. And very important, boys, I will be updating the schedule. Next week's schedule is going to be crazy for streaming, because we're going to be streaming both Outriders as well as the other game, D&D Dark Alliance. And I think I'm going to leverage it around Tuesday through Friday, and maybe take Monday off too, just like instead of going Monday through Thursday. Just so we get the most out of it. That's just my gut feeling. Sounds like the smart move. Do you guys agree? Do you guys think that's smart logic? I kind of do. You got it, Clunky. You, just to let you know, you are by far my favorite penguin, my favorite furry, and just in general, my favorite furry animal. Also, my favorite chicken alternative. I guess you're a feathery, yes. A Versus. A Versus. I can't believe you. Okay, fine. I am crushed. So let's get you in on an EOTS run right now then. We'll be missing you. We're gonna miss you. But I know you'll be back. But you'll know by the time we're done of that week whether D&D Dark Alliance is worth playing or not. Lock the doors and windows. Just tell your in-laws that you got the coronavirus, and then they'll go away. And you can have an excuse to lock yourself in your room and play with us. Just saying. Too soon? Too soon? I had the coronavirus. I mean, I almost died, but I'm fine because I'm a baller. Too soon. My bad, boys. Don't cancel me. Hey, I can see that because I had it, okay? Actually, you guys want to know? Most of my family had it. Everybody else was atypical or whatever, asymptomatic. I think one or two of them had a cough. I got so sick. I had like a fever of 103.8 for 2 nights straight. But I survived because I'm a boss. That was deserved. Oh, man. You can't joke nowadays. It's as if I made fun of a woman or something. Talk shit to COVID. No, I can already tell it's going to hit a vein of people. I don't want people to stop following me over that joke. I get it. It's a sensitive subject. I might as well start talking about religion and politics. I think that might be safer nowadays. Just tell him you got the bubonic plague then. I mean, that's not touchy, right? Is that too soon? Or can we joke about the bubonic plague? That's been what? Like 900 years? You're telling me bubonic plague is too soon? Man. Oh, did it really? Are you kidding me? Jesus. What about smallpox? Terex wants me to talk like an Indian. No, like an Arnold, like an Indian. Sorry, they all died from smallpox. Oh, that's right, anti-vaxxers. All right, just kidding. Tell him you got kind of a rough flu and you don't want to give him the flu. That is not nearly as exciting. I know, don't tell me it's too soon for the flu. Everything's on limit. Just tell him you have like a really bad case of the shits and you get bad gas too. They're not going to want to come over. Dude, once you have COVID, like you shrug off the flu like it was a biatch. Like, I don't fear the flu. Like, dude, I could have the flu like 3 times in a row and be like, that ain't nothing. Diarrhea. Yeah, there you go. Nobody likes diarrhea. And just say that you refuse to wear pants when they come over. And they'll be like, okay, diarrhea plus undies, that's just a bad combo. The bubonic plague apparently resurfaced recently. Explosive diarrhea. That reminds me of that episode of South Park, Make Love Not Warcraft, where they're just playing World of Warcraft and Cartman's mom comes and like brings the poop thing and he gets like explosive diarrhea on her. That was such a good, I think it won an Emmy or something. It was actually really good. Oh, dude, anarchist. TMI. Why am I all alone here? Yeah, Versus, come over to me. Oh, are we doing 3 separate ones? Okay, apparently we're doing 3 separate ones. Cool, I guess. Mom, bedpan. How do you kill that which has no life? Oh man, I used to play World of Warcraft a lot when that came out. That's pretty accurate. Makes me think of cheesy puffs. Oh, you almost brought it? Haha. Yeah, it's really good. Get him. You got it, Averse. Oh, 2 legendaries. That's kind of nice. It's nice seeing more than 1. Nice seeing more than 0. Ooh, I got a Death Shield and a Chrono. Kind of nice thing. I mean, I can't complain. Having an extra Death Shield is not bad. Ooh, 76. I mean, thank goodness it's only useful for the buff. So I have a 76 and an 86 on here. Ooh. Striga. Yeah, so I'm thinking. I know. You guys are gonna say thinking is dangerous. Don't do it. I know. Oh, Anarchist, I'm so sorry. I would gladly trade you this, either one of these 2 Death Shields. I'm not even kidding. I've gotten like 6 Death Shields. I have one on every character, and I think I've disenchanted one on every character. Yeah, I've been very lucky of those. But like, too lucky. So lucky that the game's like, we're gonna be unlucky with your pants. All right, boys. So here's a. Yeah, I definitely don't need one. Oh no, he's a doctor. Yeah, you're screwed. I guess you're hanging out with the family. All right, boys. So I'm gonna make this executive decision. Partially because I was gonna run 4 hours today, but I think just doing it 2 hours like we normally did is probably good. I don't want people burning out when the loots are going to be so much better next week. I think a lot of people, there's less interest in it. But also, I want to make sure I get everything done, because if I don't get things done today, what could happen? Things get pushed into Monday and Tuesday, and I want to make sure we can kick butt on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and call it for us here tonight or today. But we will be back in full force next week. Do make sure to check. If you guys don't know, there's a little schedule panel that's going to be updated. Also, the little countdown clock is going to be updated. I will make sure to communicate these things on Twitch, on Twitter. Now, this is Twitch. On Twitter also, and probably on YouTube as well. Those that can come and check out my video, my build reveal on Friday. It's nothing super mind blowing. Probably very similar to some other builds, but it's really fun. It's really good for people that want to play Devastator. I had a blast with it, and it's another one of my videos. It's got a cool thumbnail. Yes, go watch that video, Clunky. Pretend to work. And as always, it's been a lot of fun, boys. I'll see you guys. And I'll be in touch, especially with you, Digita and Max Deuterino over the weekend. We'll coordinate for Tuesday and all that, get all that magical stuff done. I'm really looking forward to it. And hopefully you guys can join us for the streams on D&D Dark Alliance. And again, we will obviously be doing Outriders as well post-patch, so that should be fun. I'll make sure to make a video Tuesday morning about the patch as well. That will probably go live around the same time as we're going to start streaming Dark Alliance. I guess they're making me hungry talking about all this meat. Yes, thank you, Digita. Yeah, going to Disneyland. So gonna prep. Maybe I'll even get an extra hour or two of sleep. Thank you. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And especially to Clunky Penguins and all his eggs. Make sure not to eat them accidentally. and the goats. All right, boys, it's been a pleasure. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Mass fart. Thanks, Max Didorino.